From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
From an employee perspective, it's just been a huge relief. I've had friends tell me about how hard it is to get into a quality facility around town.
Bozeman businesses getting creative with employee benefits. Meet one working parent who had all his worries about childcare taken away. That's coming up.
The day has finally come. I'm Edgar Cedillo in Bozeman, and construction repairs on the swim center have started today. I'll have that coming up.
6:31 on this Wednesday. Chet Lehman, Matt Elba with you here. That is a live look into Butte thanks to Community Hospital of Anaconda's iCam. Still pretty hazy there. I was over there yesterday morning. Pretty hazy in the morning.
You can notice it. And we've been in a very stable pattern. Things are about to change though, so I think that is good.
Pretty dramatically.
It really is. Temperatures are really going to take a swing, 30, almost 40-degree swing.
Wow.
For daytime highs.
Wow.
Welcome to Montana. If you don't like the weather, well, you know the old saying.
That's right.
Temperatures into the 50s and 60s. It is a warm morning. We do have a little bit of cloud cover. Maybe a few drips and drops in a few areas, but a lot of that evaporating before it hits the ground. Afternoon bringing the potential of some thunder showers. We do have some severe weather concerns, mainly focused on wind. Gusty winds expected, and of course our fire danger is extremely high. That is gorgeous this morning. This is on the MSU campus. Watching the sun head over the horizon this morning. Looks like the afternoon brings the potential of some thunder showers to the area, both for Bozeman and Butte, at least in the region. We're going to talk about the timing of all this and the big cool down. That's all coming up here on the weather patio in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Matt. 6:32 now. Finding childcare can be tricky as a working parent. Forces families to make sacrifices that compromises income and job security. TN's Jolie Salih found out how local businesses are getting creative to try to help employees cope.
It's no secret that childcare can be extremely costly and inconvenient, and this is especially true in Bozeman. Zoo Enterprises is a software company with workplace childcare built in.
The ability to see them during the day is so huge. So I was fortunate to work here.
Mike Kummer works 8:30 to 5:30 at Zoo Enterprises, and while he is at work, his 2-year-old son is one floor below him at Zoo Adventure Learning Academy.
I've had friends tell me about how hard it is to get into a quality facility around town. Trying to find a spot, working through application processes, getting on wait lists.
According to the Montana Department of Labor and Industry, more Montanans are working right now than ever before, but the current state of childcare is leaving working Montanans with children in a pickle. Rebecca Nelson, Vice President of Employee Benefits Outreach, says that's exactly why Zoo opened Zoo Adventure Learning Academy, or ZALA, to help their employees find affordable childcare and
is to help out other businesses and to create a community and a solution, if you will, to a child care issue that is out there. And it's not just a family issue, it's not just the parents' issue, it is a business issue.
The business membership program at Zoo allows other businesses to use the child care center.
That doesn't mean it's free child care. If a business wants to provide a scholarship for part of the tuition, they can, or if they want to cover the full tuition, they can do that.
The scholarship covers about 30% of the expense to have your child at ZALA. Currently, 15 businesses in Bozeman use Zoot for childcare.
I would love to see this actually go nationwide. It is one company helping to carry the cost and other companies joining in.
In Bozeman, Jolie Salih, MTN News.
All right, 6:34 now. With these record high temperatures, getting into the pool feels like the natural next step. With Bozeman Swim Center's doors shut for most of the summer, that can be more difficult. MTN's Edgar Cedillo lets us know when the swim center might finally reopen.
The city and Bozeman residents have gone without an indoor pool for nearly 5 months now. As construction starts on those emergency repairs, residents only have to wait a few more weeks before they can take another dive inside.
For sure October 1st, but if it gets open a couple days earlier, that will just be frosting on the cake.
The city of Bozeman remains hopeful for something sweet as long-awaited emergency repairs begin on the swim center, which closed its doors to the public since May.
And the contractor is starting work on Tuesday morning.
This kicks off about 4 weeks of construction. The city closed the center because of concerns with the structural integrity of the building.
Include repairs to the bottom and top chords of the truss assemblies to bring them back to the strength that they were designed for and the strength that we need to have for the snow loads this winter.
Swimmers I talked to today say they're thankful that Bogart has been open as long as it has this past summer, but say they're worried as we start getting the colder weeks that Bogart might close and there might not be a spot to swim for a couple of days.
Yeah, our plan is to keep Bogart open as long as we have staffing and as long as the weather allows us to.
Yet as the city's aquatics facilities are pushed to the limits, the time to look for more options begins.
In this county of 120,000 people, we need more aquatics facilities around.
In the meantime, swimmers can still use Bogart Pool as they wait for the swim center to reopen. In Bozeman, Edgar Cedillo, MTN News.
Right, in other news this morning, pharmacies and clinics have started offering the new COVID booster, but appointment availability is expected to really ramp up this week. Alexa Liaco breaks down the updated vaccine rollout.
With a new booster shot comes a lot of questions. Many of us are wondering, what's in these shots and do I really need one? Well, we sat down with 2 infectious disease experts to get all your burning booster questions answered.
This is certainly the greatest invention of our time, to be able to produce a vaccine that's safe and effective this quickly.
Dr. Larissa Pisney is an infectious disease doctor at UC Health in Denver. She and Dr. Ross Kettle, a professor of immunology at the University of Colorado, explained these updated boosters use the original vaccine plus some added proteins to protect against Omicron BA4 and BA5.
Yeah, so very little is actually different. All the things that were in them before are in them again.
The original vaccine formula has been extensively tested in humans, but the booster, including the BA4 and BA5 variants, has only been tested in mice. But both Dr. Pisney and Dr. Kettle say that's not a concern.
It's not like starting fresh with a new vaccine. Bivalent vaccines have already been tested, and we have clinical safety data for previous strains of COVID.
Dr. Kettle says these new boosters are like flu shots. The base formula is used year after year, and doctors add new proteins each season to protect against the strain impacting the most people.
If you're a person who gets a flu shot every year, well, then every time you've been getting it over the last 30 years, it's never been tested in humans each year.
And this year, doctors are encouraging people to get the COVID booster and flu shot at the same time. But wait at least 2 months from your last booster or a COVID infection. Doctors say everyone above the approved age is encouraged to get a shot. The new Pfizer booster is approved for ages 12 and up. The new Moderna booster is approved for those 18 and up.
Most people don't want to get sick, and most people don't even want to get infected. So if both of those things apply to you, then I would say go get a booster.
If you haven't been vaccinated at all, these new shots are not meant to be your first. This booster can only be used after a set of the original 2 COVID shots. And if you're wondering, do I really need this one? Both experts say yes.
This is the best thing that we all can do, is get vaccinated.
There's no obvious reason why one more injection has any significant safety risks associated with it. Whereas a SARS-CoV-2 infection or COVID, there is still some risk. Even when you've been vaccinated, there still is a risk of long COVID.
And they say if more people get this vaccine, there's a chance the virus will mutate less by next year.
By a collective effort, we'll make sure that we don't have to do every 6 months on this. And that's where we'll move into. So if your big concern is I'm tired of getting shots, well, maybe do one more, and let's see if the path to getting less shots, ironically, for the time being, is to get one more.
I'm Alexa Liaco reporting.
Some business headlines this morning. Today, the Federal Reserve releases its summary on current economic conditions. It's known as the Beige Book. Central Bank uses interviews with economists, market experts, and other sources to assemble the report. Today's release comes as most economists are predicting 0.75% rate hike when the Fed meets later this month. And people looking for an apartment starting to find some better prices. A new report by Redfin shows rent prices are starting to come down in some parts of the country. Redfin reports the annual increase in rent price from July was 14%, which is the smallest annual increase since last November. And the current cost of living significantly more than many American families can afford. A recent report from Brandeis University revealed more than a third of full-time working families don't make enough to cover basic family needs, things like food, housing, medical care, and transportation to work. Researchers say the pandemic and inflation likely to blame for this.